Hey guys, it's KShark22 here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can optimize your computer to its max performance in 5 minutes or less for free. So today, just go ahead and open your web browser and go to hosscomputers.com. From here, it's going to navigate you to the home page, and from there, go to software. Once you're there, you're going to be presented with a program called K22 Swift Repair Tool. It says it's $10, but that is only for premium and add-on features. But to repair and optimize computers both, it is free to any user. So from there, go ahead, you can read this, but I'm going to show you guys all of it anyway. So go ahead and click Download Trial. From there, go ahead and hit Save File. Once it's downloaded, open the folder, and you'll be presented with a zip file. Open it and then drag this folder wherever you want to install the file. Okay, so I'm going to drag this to my flash drive. Now the best thing to do this with this program is put it on a flash drive. So no matter where you're at, the program follows you and you can optimize and repair computers on the go. It makes it a lot more quicker, a lot more easier. So once it's done moving, go ahead and open up the file where you just moved it. And bam, that's how you install it. There's no installation wizard. It's just a drag and drop, okay, which is pretty cool. So go ahead and open the program, and it's going to ask you if you want to run it, and just say yes. I made the program, and if you guys watch all my previous videos, I'm a pretty reliable guy, okay. So the program will open up, and we'll be presented with two tabs. We'll have the Quick Tools area, and we'll have the Device Information area. And the Quick Tool is just a quick rundown of what this is it's shortcuts to system applications on your computer. Now this is really important when you're making repairs and optimization, because your computer's going to be buggy, it's going to be slow, and getting to these applications and knowing the commands to get to them can be very complicated and frustrating when you're on a slow computer. So this makes it a whole lot easier, and plus you can add your own tools in your own system programs, and you can add your own presets as well, okay? The next thing is device information. When making repairs or upgrades, this is very important because you're going to need to know the RAM if you're able to connect to your gateway, and operating system information. So there's that as well. And just like adding a tool, you can also add an app, okay? Just like a tool, okay? So now let's go ahead and get on with the actual process. So there's 4 programs I'll be demonstrating to you guys today. There's Disk Defrag, then there's Disk Cleanup, there's MS Config, and Task Manager. Okay, all 4 of these don't take very long to run. The one that does take the longest to run is the Disk Defrag, so we'll end with that one last. Okay. Also, if you guys are more advanced, you guys can dive into the Services tool and edit some things in there. That can also help your performance of your PC, but because that's so complicated and long, I'm not going to be demonstrating that today. So we're going to go ahead and launch the Disk Cleanup. This one tends to be the fastest. We're going to select the C drive, okay, Windows C. Hit OK. It's going to launch up pretty quickly. Now I already ran this. I ran this literally 2 minutes ago, before doing this tutorial as a recap, and it's pretty much for you guys. You're going to want to select everything in here. Everything might not be select, but you'll have to go through and select it. Now, unless you don't want to delete the stuff in your recycle bin or internet files or logs or whatever, then don't click them, okay? Otherwise, go ahead and click them. Now, you can also clean up system files as well by clicking the little tab right there. You're going to hit OK. And okay, that was a little weird. Brought me the same thing. So then we're going to go to more options. So if you want to delete system restores and backups and other information like that, you can go into the more options tab and hit cleanup. However, for a basic removal, we're just going to want to stick in this basic tab and just hit OK. It only takes a couple seconds to load. Even if it is 1 gigabyte, it does not take long for the computer to clean this up. See, bam, just like that. And when it's finished, it'll close out, and then we can go into MS Config. MS Config has to be launched as admin, so we're going to have to restart this computer as administrator, so click yes. It's going to restart it. And Okay, that was a little weird. So we're going to go ahead and hit MS Config. Hit Services, and from here we're going to hide all the Microsoft services. So pretty much for everything you can screw up in your computer, it's going to be in the Microsoft services. So we're going to disable that. And from here, we're going to all these will probably be all checked, and our goal is to uncheck as many as possible. The more you uncheck, the more you're going to see a difference, okay? But some of these you're not going to want to uncheck. Okay, so I'm going to go through and show you kind of for example what you should and should not uncheck. Okay, so Adobe is something you don't always use. You use it when you launch YouTube, and you use it when you're reading Acrobat files and so forth, right? However, because you only need it when you need it and not all the time, and not when the computer starts up, these should all be something that should be unchecked. You don't need Adobe Acrobat Reader as soon as the computer starts up. However, when you do need it, it's still going to launch up. It's just not at the beginning. It's not going to impact your overall performance, So we want to uncheck that. However, AMD Fuel, that's for my processor, so I'm going to want that. I'm going to want to keep that there. Antivirus, I'm going to want to keep that there. Apple services, I don't need those. I only need those when I connect my phone. And like I said, once I connect my phone, the services start up automatically then. But it's best not to have them always running and starting up when the computer starts up. So that's our goal, is to start, unless it's something that we need all the time, especially when the computer starts up, we want to leave it unchecked. So once you're done, go ahead and hit OK, apply, and then OK. It's going to ask you if you want to restart, and we're going to save the restart until we're actually done. So we'll keep this over here so we don't forget to restart. We're going to go into Task Manager and go into Startup. Now, if you haven't messed with this at all, these will all be enabled. And our goal is to disable as many as possible. I have a lot of programs right here, a little less than 20 programs right here in total. And I have only 3 of these enabled to start. I have my Avast, which is my antivirus, and I have my audio. Okay, the rest of this is iTunes. I only need that when I go in and I click the iTunes logo, which I don't know where that is. But unless I go actually into iTunes, then that'll start it up. However, we're not going to start up at the the startup of the computer. That just doesn't make sense. So we're going to disable everything we don't need at the startup. Okay, and when you have finished disabling it and enabling it, we can go ahead and exit out of that. Next is the disk defrag. Now this is going to be a little complicated because I can't go through with this, and I'll explain here why right now. So there's 2 different types of storage devices. You have a solid state drive and you have a hard disk drive. And it's going to list it underneath the media type. Now you cannot perform this on a solid state drive, but however for a hard disk drive you can. If you do this to a solid state drive, it's not going to ruin it. It's not going to make you lose all your data right then. However, it makes the expiration of all your data a little bit sooner or a lot of it sooner depending on your solid state drive. However, for your hard disk drive, this has no impact really on that at all. And it's actually recommended that you do a regular hard disk drive defrag. So I don't have solid state drive. I don't have a hard disk drive. I have a solid state drive, so I cannot do this with you guys. However, to perform this, you're going to want to make sure you click your Windows C drive, and then you're going to want to make sure you have a hard disk drive, not a solid state drive, and then go ahead and hit Analyze and then hit Optimize. Okay. Now my drives say that they're being done weekly. Now if you have a solid state drive, you're not going to want to do that weekly, so you're going to want to turn off the schedule. Okay, go ahead and then hit Close. The disk defrag, depending on how bad your hard drive needs defragged, or how bad it is fragmented, can depend how long it's going to take. I've seen it take just a couple minutes to where it took an hour and a half. Okay. And that's just all varies on how bad that is. Okay, and then you can go ahead and then hit restart because those 4 tasks have been done. You should see a drastic change. If you had a slow computer, you should have a well-doing PC now, or if not better. PC running. Okay, so that should definitely help. You know, we've tapped into the storage, we've tapped into the startup, we've tapped into services, not the actual services, but services in general. So your CPU and your RAM should be better, okay, which are two important things when running programs, games, whatever it is, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll have multiple videos coming up on how you can use this program even better. If you just subscribe, you know, you'll see those videos coming up. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.